Shit.
But then Humanly Logan has a list of all the POS-rated NPCs, so he would know that. I know, bad assumptions. But yeah. But yes. As I said, I think you decided to pause, Ray. I think it was the Lioness version. Well, it was season 2, so the human version didn't. We weren't aware of the human version back then. So.
So yeah, Princess Danny in the human form.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, make a note of it. If it comes up, if she starts getting shot again, somebody reminds me she has hero points, and maybe she'll remember. Matt, what was the name of that restaurant I got the fucking pizza thing from?
Flame Grill.
What? Flame Grill? Cool. Oh, friendly. Bookmark that shit for later.
Your girlfriend, we've definitely hero pointed her previously.
Yeah.
So I know she's been hero pointed. Otherwise, I would have suggested her.
Yeah.
But I know we have done her already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really can't remember if we did or not. Princess Danny, it would sound like I would have, I think, if it was at that time.
Yeah, as I said, I couldn't quite, because of the issues with the setup. Sometimes it's hard to listen. Also, sometimes I listen to it when I'm driving, so I'm not in a position to rewind and turn up the volume.
I can't believe you're not taking notes while you're driving.
Yeah, hurtling it down the freeway at 100 kilometers an hour in a 50-year-old car, 55-year-old car. Yeah, no.
Let the good times roll, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you know. You realize your car is, like, by some standards, an antique now, yeah?
It's a classic. It's actually a classic car.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a Mark II Jaguar.
Oh, nice.
Someday you'll have to show us a picture of it so I know what the hell that is. So, hey, I'm not great on cars. It's like, oh, sporty car. Yeah. So, right, after doing that, which apparently hero point rating somebody takes an amazing amount of time, but now that that's done, then I go to saying, and then,
yes. All right.
And then, no, and then. Right. So we POS rated an NPC. Woo!
We are so effective.
you win.
We win.
Yes.
I wonder how.
Oh, and I have replenished, by the way, so I could play it and replenish everybody.
Ooh. You can pop that whenever you want.
Yeah. Please replenish yourself.
I do that most days. No. So,
God damn, Pete.
Yeah, so that's not mine, but that's what a Mark II Jag looks like.
I was gonna say, I didn't know you had all these palm trees in your house. Okay, cool.
I think from either that image has been reversed, or that's taken in America because the steering wheel's on the wrong side.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Possibly reversed due to the way the windscreen wipers are looking on it.
Yeah,
that's a Mark II Jag.
The story of Matt in the States sitting hurriedly getting into his car and then wondering where the steering wheel went is still one of my favorite stories ever.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
And just, they stole it. Okay. You guys done with your replenish?
No, sorry, I was looking at the pictures of the Jag on that side. the interior shots.
Right.
I shall get rid of the cooking plus 20.
Oh.
I just got the discard one piece of gear.
So you want robe or magic sword?
A robe.
Very well. Once again, naked.
It's the game is conspiring against me. It obviously wants me to walk
It
around.
is. So, all right.
Yeah, welcome to being the first naked adventurer in Burlington. And the worst thing is that the other two really don't make a big deal of it. It's like Alex is naked again. Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
where does he keep his thing of whiskey? Up his
In his
butt.
hand. I'm just picturing him standing there with it in his hand, naked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Does
it's
he
just
take
like,
his wig out of it so often?
because it was a card, it was like, bing! It's just like, robes, naked. Ah, well, it's Alex.
I'm
Right.
just imagining this is one of those movies now, and it just shows you three stand there talking like nothing's going on except he's naked and his genitalia is blurred out because the movie and shit.
Rick
It's
and
like
Morty.
blah 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 blah.
All right. So
Basically like Rick Sanchez.
Yeah.
let's go to.
Ooh, you can get Alex some fucking woad and blue tattoos and shit, and get him back to his old roots. But,
Here's the thing.
Actually-
Here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm wondering, can we try? Okay, here's a couple of things. First off, I'm wondering if there's a way we can trace down to where these marauders came in and left this zone, because
Yes,
it looks
yes,
like
good idea.
they're not here
Entry
anymore.
point.
And I'd like to see also if any corresponding zones off of this have also been affected. So
Yes.
either the cyberpunk or the computer game world or the crazy women fucking Western world. We can pick any of those. And
So unless, all right. So if we go with the bunker, that would be very hard for them to get dinosaurs up.
yeah,
So I suspect that is not their entry. I suspect actually they've created a gate and come through that. They've created their own gate. They've not used the existing set gates. My suspicion is, but it is possible. For example, they've come from like the whirlpool one.
well, I was gonna say if it makes sense of any gate, the whirlpool gate would make sense just because A, its size, and B, it leads to a zone where these kind of people could have come from.
Yeah,
because that was a fancy computer game zone. So
because again, because of the size of the T-Rexes, from what we can work out, it's unlikely they would have been able to come through the bank vault as well.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that getting unless the T-Rex like things can fly, getting them up the whirlpool would have been quite an amazing challenge.
Well, yeah, but you also said they had tech as well, so who knows what was on that.
Yeah, they could have. They had lasers, so they could have anti-grav, for example.
Right.
They could have flying platforms or whatever.
Anti-grav on your T-Rex, because a T-Rex that can breathe fire is not quite frightening enough.
That's right.
By
At
the
least
way,
they weren't flying around on sharks with lasers.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Yeah. By the way, as a side note, many of the heads in the pyramid are missing ears. Many of the bodies are missing hands or fingers.
Trophies.
Okay, so they are collecting trophies. Okay. Well, actually, not necessarily trophies. They could also be
making
not
soup.
Reward. The whole thing about collecting scalps to trade them in for bounty. They could be bounties.
Bounties. Tradable.
So, I mean, they could be trophies, but it could also be bounties, as in they've actually been, for the amount of right hands you bring in or right ears you bring in, you get however much.
Mad Max shit.
Yes. All these guys could be real sickos that make Mildred look like a Sunday school mom.
So throughout all the chaos and all the bloodshed and gore, Is there a way of getting a tracking roll, Logan, to be able to kind of see kind of what general direction they marauded from and
Yeah,
to?
see if we can.
Yes.
Yeah, see if we can work out a starting point and whether or not they left the same way or left a different way.
Yes, you
Oh, nice.
crit.
Yes, I
Cool.
can. No, it's not crit.
Oh,
Not that
very
good.
close.
Very,
Okay.
very good.
Everybody give me a Sandy roll from space-time distortion because he takes you to the seam where in the woods, if you go all the way to the east or west, then it wraps around.
Ah.
How much is it?
It's 1/d6, but keep in mind if you've almost got it maxed out because you lose a lot of sand, Yana, for reasons, then and I'm sure that chasing these marauders will in no way cause you to lose sand.
Did you say 1d6?
1/d6.
Yeah.
And I'm on 20 again.
Ooh.
Well, you've got all three of your insanities still lit up to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
So good on you. Yana, I would feel horrible if you were the first person to lose your character because you've got all the girlfriend plot and shit going. But
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Lots of plot, lots of history.
Well, insanity is more dangerous than death. I was thinking, Yana, if you ever have to start a new character, 10 in all stats, 99 sand. Done.
Yep.
Well, it just depends on how she plays a new character.
True.
10 in all stats, 99 sand. Done.
All right.
I know,
let's
Yana.
go.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so it appears that they came in and originated from was it the eastern barrier? Oh, they originated from the eastern and left through the western.
No, the seam, right where you can't see, because it's made to be a smooth wraparound, but from the footprints, because these things are super heavy, you can actually see where they come from and stuff. And so it should be there. Of course, you can't see a big swirling gate or anything, but you know where it should be based on the footprints.
So they exited the same way?
Well, they went east and west when they came out because there was lots of them.
Yeah, but what we're saying is this is the way they came in.
Yes.
And
exited. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They returned from whence they came.
Bastards.
And yeah, this is at the edge of the zone as such, the realm.
Yeah. Like if you were to go to the furthest east or west of the Burlington map,
Before
which I
it
can
wraps.
put up for you, where it wraps.
And normally, if you keep going, you'd pop out the other side, but they didn't.
No, they kind of they did some sort of hoodoo here. You can't see the gate, but it may be here.
All right.
There's the Burlington map in case you'd like to refresh yourself on it.
I have too many cards. Peach, you have too many cards.
Yes.
Yana, get more cards.
Oh, by the way, Matt, as a side note, I decided I didn't like your plan, and later we will have pizza and I will pay for it.
Yeah.
Because my plan is better.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so fuck off. Yeah.
I'll get rid of that card.
Although you may have to put on your credit card, but I have cash.
I'll just drag it over there somewhere.
So, do you want me to leave it on Burlington, or do you want me to go back to the initial?
That's what it's called. All right. So first of all, I'm going to try and cast a spell here at the egress endpoint.
Which spell are you attempting to blow cast?
Identify a gate.
Identify gate, yeah.
Well, now, question with Identify Gate, do you actually have to be able to see the gate, possibly using a lower level?
No, it does not. It just says you need an active gate to cast this. So
you've got enough hints that it's there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an active gate there or not, but I will. But that's part of the thing. Now, do I need to make a will roll?
Here, yes. This is a
I know it was.
slight no magic. I think it's times
I
3
wasn't
here.
sure. Yeah, I just wasn't sure how broken it was.
Yeah, it's times 3 here.
It's so broken.
So first the willpower times 3. If you succeed in that, you may move on. If you fumble in that, then you just give in to your alcoholism, latent alcoholism, and gambling addiction.
Nice.
Which both of these two would support both of those because they're awesome friends.
No. Try again.
If you fumble, you just give up because you have no spine. You're feeling like you're getting closer to having no spine. You're getting so spineless that a predator would leave you alone.
No, it keeps going up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hooray!
Halfway made my willpower roll. What is my
Now
actual...
at last you can try to roll your spell roll and hopefully not mess that up.
Nope.
Oh well, back to your willpower. Gotta do it. Not gonna happen. See, the willpower thing is outside of combat. It's just a bunch of rolls until you either fumble or succeed.
Yep.
Inside of combat, every round is a new willpower roll. Must make spell go. Friends are all dying. I'm on fire. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll actually use the skill plus 10 card.
Ooh, he really wants to pull this off.
Bit of an edge. Yes. Didn't need it, but I made it.
Okay. Refresh my memory. What exact information do you gain from the spell?
Tells you where the gate goes to, how to open it, and magic cost.
Right. The gate
any.
goes to call it Dino Realm for now, or Dino-like Realm. I'll come up with a better name. It's not really that developed yet. Needed to open it, Hand of Glory, lit, and magic point costs 8.
What? God damn it.
Yeah, so it's a gate that they've basically forced.
Hmm.
All right, so we need a lit Hand of Glory.
Hmm.
I've got one of those.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it every morning and every evening. It's my right hand.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that would classify as a Hand of Glory.
Oh, I called it the glory hand. Sorry, I got confused.
Hmm.
Yes. 2, that's going to be those 4, something like that. 8. All right.
Right.
Okay.
So if you have 17 or more magic points, you can go there and back again.
Back. Well, it depends on if it stays open. If once you activate it, it stays open for a period of time, or if it's a one use. If the 8 magic point is a one use, or the 8 magic points is to open it for a certain time.
The gate magic point cost is to pass through the gate.
Yes, but you see, if you get the other side, you might be able to get back free if we go into a cleanse there. But the problem is, I'm thinking a cleanse there might scalp you. Scalp? Dry towel? Scalp? That's hilarious. You need to have a place where a cleanse a scalper, not a hairdresser.
All right. So let's first go to Long's clothing and see if there's anything there.
What are you trying to say?
That we probably, unless let's try and get you some clothes that don't involve stripping them off a body. Either that, we just go into random houses until we find some. But I thought Long's might be.
What about the milkman house? We could take milkman uniforms again.
We could.
Ooh.
Go back to our old jobs.
Yes.
You guys head into the milkman's house and up the remains of the stairs and stuff into the living quarters that you're intimately familiar with. And there's carved like AK and like A period, K period, like somebody's initials. And then under that, somebody carved, I'm not telling you anything. And then somebody else carved, you suck, Alex, really big in the wall.
What?
Yeah, I don't know who could have done that. And you are now dressed as a milkman and feeling fine because in the closet, in your size and in Yana's size, different sizes, obviously, your clothes are still there for some reason. The milkman was never replaced after the rampage.
Nice.
Now there was he had a stash or something here.
Mm.
It was it under the bed or something, or
A stash of what?
stuff from Night City.
Oh, yeah, that shit. Give me a luck roll -30, Pete, because keep in mind, you're going through rubble right now.
Yeah. No, I
It's not
understand that. I was just
nice-
interested to see if it was here. Since we're here. No.
Somebody made off with that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Or got crushed underfoot or whatever. It's gone.
Now,
Yeah, Burlington's been proper fucked.
the only other place, one of the other places I'm interested in checking out is the no, don't worry. I'm using knowledge from a podcast I listened to that you guys would not have related to me because it wasn't about Burlington. It's all right. I just had a linkage thought of something to check.
Cool. So you guys
So
are.
what about the place with the TVs?
Yes, we can check that.
You
See
go
if there's
over
any
there.
TVs.
Demons.
It's almost like somebody said glass breaks. I like breaking glass. There's still a couple surviving demon boxes, as Alex calls them, where it's like this huge piece of fucking furniture you could sleep on top with like a TV screen that's smaller than the monitor I'm looking in now, because that's the style of the time. And that's as well as they can do. But yeah, you find some TVs still alive, but not many.
Is there?
And the truck that was out there, it says, "We'll fix you for good." It looks like something stepped on it, so it's like half crushed and shit, but you can still see the logo.
Was the milkman cart still there in the?
It looks like it looks like a dinosaur tried to hump it to death and ended up crushing it long ways a bit, or just walked into it without seeing it. Because when you're that big, you don't have to pay close attention to what you're walking into.
That sounds like you.
Don't pity me. Pity the cat.
Exactly.
It's got a good reason to be fast. Yeah.
All right. So they entered and exited at the same location. So presumably the other gates are still going to be there. We're just going to work out which one we want to go through.
And obviously, this could be a temporary gate, so I suppose we have to be careful with not stranded on the other side.
And that's a refill for Matt. Matt, please trade away or discard any cards you don't want after reducing your hand to 4 and refill it, because yes, you could end up living in dinosaur land.
Okay,
Worse yet, other PCs, like when you're gaming with other groups, they end up in dinosaur land. And pretty soon, everybody lives in the dinosaur.
Okay, I've got haste is probably the only card that I've got. Anyone got any shit they can trade for haste?
Haste is sexy.
Assistant reroll, default damage, and opponent fails. So I've got.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can give you taste plus 20.
That works.
Just discard it. It's easier, and then it'll hand you.
Well, I'll hand her the
Right.
Okay.
Do you accept the trade? And so I'll give you the haste and just discard the other.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's vampires only. Discard that. Bag of lye and a shovel could come in handy later. Break
If only you could
free.
get that in bulk.
Skill 10. There's some weird cards coming up today. Some cards I haven't seen for a long time. Skill 5. Okay, I'm good.
I'd like to have a deck big enough that people wonder if I took out cards because it never comes up type thing. So.
So, do we want to go there?
We can try.
Yeah, going there. What are we going to do? I mean, by looking at the amount of tracks and stuff, was it just one dinosaur and one pterodactyl, or we're talking multiple?
Well, you'd guess somewhere between. Now it's really hard to tell. You did make some good rolls and stuff. Somewhere between 20 and 50 T-Rex-like things at a guess.
Yeah.
With ground troops, flyers, etc.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, more than you probably want to handle at this time is my guess, but it's up to you. I mean, Yana by herself would go after him.
Of course. But the T-Rexes.
It just shows her like doing the fucking hero leap, in midair with her feet up and the skinning knife. Yeah.
Give it a day, and me and Yana would be king and queen of that place.
Yes.
Wow.
They'll be praying to us.
Yeah.
God, Mildred, God, Alex.
We must produce more whiskey to keep up with the offerings. Oh, man. So, yeah. If only you could find some more information, more data. Bricks. You need bricks to build walls, Holmes. But where?
Was it
where
light?
would you find
Was it on the card? Yeah, so we'll get a couple of the playing cards just so we've got them.
Oh, sure. You can actually assemble a couple of decks worth, I think.
Yeah, the playing cards is a bit of a weird touch.
Yeah.
It doesn't really fit with everything else. Now, I'm not saying that, dinosaurs with lasers attached to their freaking heads are commonplace, but in the context of things, the playing cards are just a bit odd.
Yeah. So it's either they want everybody to know who they are, or they want to blame somebody else, or it's just like a ritualistic thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be to spread fear for the Blight Brotherhood. I was going to say Bright Brotherhood, no, the Blight Brotherhood. But yes.
Well, should we go do research on the Blight Brotherhood? We have a name.
We can try.
Yeah, but see if there's any. Yeah, exactly.
See if they are well known in certain societies. Like you said, if they're a roving gang that basically has abilities to break into any zone and do this, then I'm guessing people probably know about them, especially travelers.
Yeah.
Probably know more about them.
So, do you know any travelers we could go and speak to? Because I don't know any other Doras besides you guys, basically.
The only Doras I know, I think, are now dead.
Oh.
The milkman, he died.
Gosh, what would make you ever say that?
Isn't it bad that all the other travelers we found were killed, or got killed?
There's Winter Porter, but he disappeared. Presumably he went off after the death of what's her name.
If you were him, wouldn't you have fucked off? You had a good life. The PC showed up. Your life went to shit. You run away. Try to make a new life.
Go somewhere else and set up base. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, geez, I would have.
I mean, could we go to a Clem and just ask? I mean, just be like, yeah, take us to the place where these guys reside, and see if he's like, hell no. Like, well, that doesn't.
Clem works that way, unfortunately. That's the problem. We don't really know of anybody. I mean, about. The only other thing is looking for like myths and legends in different realms to see if there's any myths and legends about this group. Because if potentially they've raided other realms before, I mean, they're not big enough to completely. Bellington's small enough that they can devastate it, but if they say they raided Red Carpet World, things would go very differently for them. But if they raided a time zone, but yeah, I'm just trying. Yeah, time doesn't work the same. I was thinking, something in the past, but then again, the way these realms work, they don't necessarily have a past. But they still may have myths and legends potentially relating to these people.
Isn't there anywhere, like any of the zones we've been to, that has like a big main library?
Yeah, there is one that has a really good library.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's been severed from the rest of the realms and may not exist anymore. There's this apparently amazing old library in the Shadow Academy.
Why can't we get back to the Shadow Academy?
Because
somebody woke up the sleeper, Doc, and
I love that. That was so cool when everybody else is like, "There's a wall now, fucker. Who did this?" I want to get more checks and spells. No.
And so the sleeper, who was Ollie's dad, as Mildred and I suspected, basically. And yes, we were right, Mildred. Ollie was needed for one of the bindings.
Yeah.
So they were. Right. Yes. We said that she was fucking part of that weird alien thing.
What alien thing?
Well, the sleeper was.
No, the sleeper was a wild mage who created that subrealm.
Yeah, right.
It ran at 6.5 or 6.25 times faster. So the intent was that they would churn through kids. They would grow up really quickly, and they'd be able to be used in whatever war or whatever it is that they wanted to do in the Shadow Shadow Cancel post-apocalyptic Gothic realm.
Bastard.
But yes, I mean, there's nothing to say we can't go to, say, the Night City, do research there on the chance that there is information that people have seeded, for example, there, or
just try it so we see if it is a thing or not.
Exactly. We've got nothing to lose by trying it, besides the fact that we're not geared for Night City and don't have any money.
Who cares about that?
Sorry?
Who cares about
that? Oh, sorry, Anna. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
What's going on?
Yeah. All right, so we can either go to Night City and try and make our way to Clem's, or do research in Night City. We could go to the Wild Wild West, the Women's West.
Oh, by the way, since you guys did do a tour around the town, let me mention some other shit that may influence your plans. The bank appears to have been made into rubble that you are not capable of clearing through anything short of heavy equipment. You actually can't do it with your raw strength. You can't do it with the few running autos that are still here. You need heavy equipment. The bomb shelter, on the other hand, it does appear that you could do it with some raw strength and trying to use the cars, although cars of 1950s had, of the ones that are here anyway, have relatively poor torque. So it would be some work and some rolls, but it might be possible to clear the much smaller, much thinner bomb shelter than it would the heavy, we're relying on thickness vault.
Right. And of course, the whirlpool is going down. So it's just
The
getting a boat
whirlpool's
rowing out
totally
there.
open. You could just jump into that fucker and hope for the best if you wanted to.
I'm just because Clem here is dead, so maybe we can't use that.
Use the whirlpool.
No, that we can't use the barber shop because the Clem here is dead.
Oh yeah. No, that's right. We can't.
Yeah.
And
That caused
because
panic with the other group, by the way.
I just realized it.
The other group was like, "We're fucked. We're fucked."
So the fact that the sun hasn't moved means that the reset's not happening in this place.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the Clems is definitely broken.
Which means the Clems won't reset. Because otherwise,
That's right. That's right. And
is there a way to jumpstart the zone?
well, that's what I'm wondering.
Ooh.
Do you guys have any thoughts on what controls or what does the whole reset, the time looping in this place?
I thought the Men in Black were basically in charge of that shit, or policing it and maintaining the zone. But if their lazy asses aren't here,
Fucking lazy ass Men in Black.
Lazy ass bastards. Nothing good for just dodging bullets and shit.
Dodgy fuckers.
So we basically can go to the whirlpool or to the Women Western or to the Dido Land.
They all sound terrible.
And we can't get to the Dino Land without a Hand of Glory, and I doubt we'll find a Hand of Glory in this place.
Give me an occult roll as you say that, Joshua. Actually, everybody can give me an occult roll as he says that, if you so wish.
Yes.
Yes.
God damn.
We all know about the occults.
Right.
Yeah, hanged man, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. Although with your successful occult rolls, there are some instances where you don't need a hanged criminal. You pretty much just make it out of a hand.
Oh, okay.
For those, does anybody here not know what a Hand of Glory is?
I don't.
In the occult thing, it's a severed human hand, but on the ends of the fingers are candles made of human tallow, i.e. fat, human fat. So more
Doc
Sandloss.
Doc would be kicking himself. He's not here to build it.
Oh my God, yes, he is. But yeah, and then you burn it. And the Hand of Glory, depending on the culture, is supposed to have different things. Like it's one of the main things is it's supposed to turn you invisible. But in reality, I suspect that people were very leery of anybody who chopped off some dude's hand and made it into candles. And so they did their best to ignore those people. So, but then those people were like, we must be invisible. And you guys like.
In the Warlock movie, it was the fat of children that was used to make the flying spell.
I know.
It was the fat of unchristened children.
Yes, unchristened children,
which actually Doc has used in a past campaign.
Yes.
To fly.
Yes, it came up.
He's very pleased with it too. Because he can fly pretty fast with that particular spell he used to have. Yeah.
So the bodies that are missing hands, which hand are they missing?
It seems almost random. Like
so it's not like they've all had their left hands cut off or anything.
Yeah. And not all of them are missing their hand. There are several fingers and ears as well missing. And a leg for some reason. Also, several of the bodies do look like they may have been bit possibly in half, possibly by something with fucking huge teeth that weighs several thousand kilograms and needs a lot of fucking calories, stuff like that.
Yay.
Yeah, because your lives are not difficult enough. That's why.
Yep.
We like difficult.
I was gonna say, you guys do get some
That's what it
dramatic plot hooks within this campaign. It's not just, where are my pigs? No. Yeah.
Go click 20 squirrels.
And don't fuck them this time.
Kibble made from giant scorpion eggs.
It sounds like Hawk.
Oh, that's what you used to. That was the best thing to tame Rexes.
Oh, God damn it.
Because I had to go, because getting scorpions and then getting scorpions to lay eggs was really annoying.
Yeah, my brother went through the same thing, mate. He was like, I've got a pen of scorpions and I'm trying to get them to mate and they just fucking keep stinging me. It's like, well, it's your choice.
Yep. But you do get really high level Rexes once you do it.
Matt and Yana, please reduce your hand by 1.
So yes, we could make a hand of glory and go that way. That is a third way of
It shows
exiting
you
this.
guys getting stung by giant scorpions as soon as you go through the gate. Stop it.
Fuck your kibble.
I hate the woman Western world. I don't want to go there.
It's a silly place.
Yeah.
Let's just
It's
on the off
never.
chance.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, of all the different zones, that one I would say, hands down, is the least explored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because every time everyone goes there, they just get fucked.
Yeah.
People don't go there. Well, you didn't know what to prepare for, and you didn't have. So yeah.
I suppose we're all a bit more powerful now. We probably could survive a bit longer. But still, it's left a bad taste in my mouth from the first time I went there.
Yeah.
Yes, I was amused by what TJ did there.
Which part?
Basically, forming an alliance with him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah. Yes.
For a while.
He basically. Yeah. So there's stuff about what he found out that nobody else found out, but he hasn't told anyone. So.
Right, because there's nothing better than watching the groups, which you're now getting to see because you're listening to all the past stuff. Watching the groups, and you're like, if I knew that, then I would have more.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm digging this campaign. Just the fucking having this many different players and this many different groups. Awesome.
Did you guys ever go through and search all the basements of this place or whatever I can't remember if you ever did or not, to see if you could find a way to the halfway in?
I don't think so.
But
The
what?
guy on the TV, he was trapped at the halfway in, and he makes that comment about it being a dick joke. But
oh, right.
The demon. I did not listen to the demon guy. I never.
Yeah, and he wants you to take him the decoder ring.
Yeah, I know.
As far as I know, and nobody has. Well, as far as I know, nobody's ever worked out where that place is or where he is.
Yeah,
to take the decoder ring to, or whether or not it is even possible to get there.
Yeah.
Mysteries.
I was actually half thinking about asking Clem. I was wondering if anybody's actually gone to Clem and say, take me to the halfway in and see what happens. But I keep forgetting about it when I'm playing until just then. But yes.
Next time.
Well, unfortunately now everything's
it's broken. I was thinking, let's just go and check the boarding houses on the off chance anybody was staying there, if there was any Dora staying there or anything.
Yep.
And seeing if there's any messages or any notes or any information there.
Going to the boarding house, I need from both the woman with no name and Alex Kinley a willpower ×3 roll. You get a chance to get a check in willpower.
Ooh.
Because the bar is still almost full.
Nope.
And Alex goes to it like a fucking magnet. He's just standing, his feet aren't moving, and it just shows him going.
Was that a no for a will by 3, Yana? did you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Your willpower is.
Oh yeah. No, it's yes. It's yes.
I was going to say, if you could will a six or
no.
less,
I
have you
was gonna
done it
say,
more than
you had a
once?
6 willpower.
No. I look at the wrong number.
Kids, this
I
is why
was
you
thinking,
want to
boy, I
study
knew you
math.
died once. I didn't know you died more than once.
No.
No,
That's
so her
amazing.
character, I could see her with a will of 6.
True. Yes.
I'm not saying Yana doesn't have to get sucked into the alcohol in the bar, but I'm saying that Alex is like, whoa, fuck whatever we were just doing. Most of the place is rubble anyway, but the bar miraculously survived, and even more miraculously, apparently stuff got knocked in just such a way that it was kind of concealed and stuff, but Alex could sense the alcohol in there.
Yes. Drink.
Lots of
Drink,
alcohol.
Drink.
Give me an alcohol tolerance roll there, Alex, just to see how you're doing with it. Like it's fucking water. He's drinking it like it's the stuff they use in movies to try to convince the public they're drinking. Yeah. Yeah, you feel super good in here, Alex. You're really comfortable in this space. If there was anybody here, then they managed to hide their own body or whatever.
Damn them.
Yeah. But no, nothing left in the rooms or anything.
No, nothing of interest or value. I would like to point out in this town, I don't think there's any basements.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody actually checked to see if there was basements.
Yeah, they didn't. And no toilets. But I do play fair. If there was stairs going down to a basement, I would have said so.
Yeah. As in, I don't know if anybody actually explored the houses looking for that sort of thing.
No, the homes have never, the residence homes have never been explored, actually.
I think some people went to the biggest house and checked that out. Like you guys grabbed the old guy and put him in a catapult. A trebuchet, sorry. The catapult, or was it trebuchet?
Trebuchet, yes.
The expression on Yana and Matt's
the
face when you said that was just fucking like, yeah.
Good memories. The shit we got up to. So funny.
Mistakes were made.
Tuck and roll.
That is one way to get to the whirlpool without having to use any annoying boating things. You
That's what we did.
Trebuchet.
And then the man came and knocked it all down. Bastards.
But still, yeah. Maybe because it's completely broken, the men in black haven't turned up.
Yeah, maybe they need some sort of signal or something.
Or they can't whatever means they used to get here, they cannot.
Well, okay, I personally, out of character, because Alex wouldn't know this, but I'm seeing it more like a kind of Westworld thing, where if there's interaction between the exhibits, then they let it just happen, because that's part of the story, it's part of the narrative, whatever. It's when we do stuff. It's when we do stuff because we are out of place in this world. And when we do stuff, they turn up and go, no, you can't.
You can say that in character. In fact, I'm going to give you cards for it because it's a lovely theory.
Nice idea. Yeah, so the background characters as such are interacting.
Yeah.
As people are touching on something we were talking about earlier about the simulation theory.
Yeah.
Part of the simulation theory is that that there are certain people, most people are background characters, whereas some people are not. Which sort of is one of the options of this sort of realm situation. When the background characters are interacting, that doesn't activate the MIBs.
Also, when Alex says that, everybody except Alex, give me a spot hidden roll at -30. Good luck. Hopefully you'll fail it. It might be a sandy roll if you succeed, Yana, so try to fail.
I succeed by half.
Perfect. Yana doesn't notice anything. She's drinking right now. It just shows a cup in front of her vision. She's like, I'm so happy here. Pete.
As in, after -30, I then succeed by half.
Got it. Give me a small sandy roll, Pete, because when Alex was saying that, you thought you saw, but it could have been your imagination. No, you don't have that kind of imagination. So you kind of saw, it looked to you like kind of a glowing white or white halo around his head just for a second.
St. Patrick.
He just says and starts giggling while he's drinking.
Yes, I
Yeah.
made a Zen roll.
Ah, man. Fucking
There was a glowing white halo temporarily above your head there.
Oh, I am St. Patrick.
I was actually thinking the fact it was white was to do
Yeah.
with your entity. That's what I was actually thinking. But
What?
Oh,
What?
did I ever get my sunglasses back from Yana?
No.
Okay.
well,
Still got 'em.
I'm assuming we got them back. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult for us to travel through town to get
Good
to
point.
Cliff in the first
Yes.
place.
Yes. So okay, when I said naked, he was wearing sunglasses. So.
Well, you could have lost your sunglasses.
It's true.
No, I'm happy with him having been naked for a while because it's just more Alex Kinley than my sunglasses are gone.
All right. So Night
And now he's a
City is out.
milkman.
Is there anything else people want to check here before we work out which gate we want to go through?
Like I said, I don't know how many things we could try, what would work, but if there's anything we could try to reset this zone, but I don't know. I don't think there is going to be.
Give me analyze magic when he says that, everybody.
Yeah, I can do that. I've been building that skill up just to annoy the dog. Yes.
Don't have bonus cards. Well, that's pretty good. You got a good analyze magic.
I've been building it up
to annoy the dog.
To annoy the dog.
Oh, I fumble.
Every time Logan's been like, "This is little magic thing." Analyze magic.
Holmes is like, yeah, it's fucked. It's utterly fucked. It's broken and there's no way to fix it. It's fucked.
It's completely screwed.
Alex, you're thinking that it doesn't have to be an all or nothing is your big hint. Doesn't have to be an all or nothing. Make of that what you will, because this is one of those you get a refill for doing something clever if you can come up with it. But it doesn't have to be all or nothing is what Alex is thinking.
Okay, I blurt this to the other guys. I think we should try and dump all the bodies in the black hole. Because that way, at least it will kind of clear the zone up a bit and maybe allow, I'm thinking the more we get it from that clue, the more we get it back into its old state, the more likely it's going to maybe be able to, It's kind of like a car, like a car engine, like the more
Now, the woman with no name, I would like to point out, because I'm nice, beforehand, that this may be work that you want to avoid because it will be the most grisly, nasty, human gore, sand losing kind of work imaginable. Literally. Unless, of course, he comes up with something even worse. Go on.
I hate to suggest this, but there is so many bodies out there for you to practice on.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, Pete, you are a mean person.
Yes.
There's some cards for Pete.
We're so close.
Wow. She's gonna retire this character fucking soon. I can tell.
No.
But the negative is that it may push you all the way over.
From
what you're saying, sorry, I was just going to say
go.
No, go.
Okay, I need to practice at least a little bit.
So you guys can form like a chain gang where she attempts to skin it, then you guys load the skinned body into the.
Can I suggest, Mildred, that with your current state of mind, that you maybe practice on more, small animals? Taxidermy is a well-known art form. You might not be unhinged so much by, say, skinning a dog or a cat than you would a person,
But
a living, breathing person.
it's more fun when you do it on people.
I'm just taking your best interests to heart here.
Yes.
Yes.
How damaged was Clem's? Because what you said, Alex, reminded me of the situation Doc and I found ourselves in Night City with Clem's.
Yes, no, I was there when he resetted it through the pole. Yes, I mean we could.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when somebody blew it, when we caused something to cause it to be blown up.
I think I was there for that as well. I definitely
Were
remember
you?
being there by Clem's when it got blown up. Yeah, rocket launch or something, wasn't it?
That was another incident, but yes.
It just shows like the best of Clem's
Yeah.
being destroyed featurette for a while. You know, it's like an intermission thing.
But what I was thinking was that Clem wasn't there when it was broken. When the barber shop was fixed, Clem appeared, because Clem is a back door as such. If we remove the body and then if we repair, depending on how badly damaged the barber shop is, if we can repair it to a certain point, it may then start the self-heal process.
Especially if it's got the barber pole outside, which you can, as the doctor,
Exactly.
you can open up and try and do
exactly right. Exactly right.
All right, let's try.
I was just thinking that maybe if we look at Clem's first, and if we think it's beyond what we can do, then we go for the bigger, clearing out the couple of hundred bodies.
The enchilada.
Yeah.
Okay, Clem's is, I mean, you guys don't have the ability, to the best of my knowledge, to replace a huge picture window. Other than that, it's not too beat up. I mean, Clem's body is decapitated and there's blood all over and stuff, but and you see the woman with no name fingering her skinning knife looking at Clem's body.
What about the barber pole?
It's right over there. It doesn't seem to be turning. Broken? No, not at all. It's just
all right. So if we remove the body and then see if the pole's been turned upside down.
It has not been turned upside down. You've got it open and you're looking at the pole. It seems, well, actually, you'd have to pull it out to see which side is.
Yeah.
Okay, you pull. No, it's fine.
Put it in the other way initially.
Okay.
And then take it out and put it back in the normal way.
All right.
Like doing a reset, basically, seeing potentially.
Yeah. Everybody give me a spot hidden roll at full. If you make it, a small sandy roll. Sorry.
Hang on a second. I've got to get rid of 5 cards.
Come on, Yana, fail that sand. Fail the spot.
Oh, I just make myself.
If you succeed in sand, it's 0. If you fail, it's D4. Clem's body is vanished. And you see like one of the cracks in the window going slowly like mending itself since Holmes did his fancy thing with the pole. You haven't seen that kind of fanciness with the pole since you went to that strip club with the professional pole dancers there, Alex.
So this is basically just this has just happened. I'm guessing when our rings all went poof was the exact moment they were doing the raid on this place.
Yeah. The problem is because the sun's not moving and there's no insects or anything like that. It's very hard to tell time of death.
From the point the rings disappeared to the point we got to this zone, Logan. How many were we talking? Hours? Or?
Yeah, probably. With all the various stuff, call it 5 hours for when you left your place to get here and then go. Oh.
Does anybody want a plus D4 damage card?
No, I've got a +8 assistant damage card. I'll keep that for.
I just got to reduce my hand down by 1.
Yeah, I can.
If you got some trash.
Yeah.
All right, I'll drop it on you. And
all the better to skin you with, my dear.
Whatever it is that you got.
Okay.